Hear ye, here comes the judge. It is the Yogi Judge, Judge Dawson, with another podcast. It is my honor to have your attention for this brief moment, especially considering everything that we're dealing with as a community and as a family. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we need to come together as a family. We have to protect each other. We have to care about each other. We have to look out for each other. And part of that is the social distancing. Hey, I know that's a new term. That's something that we don't like to hear, but it is a new reality for us. Look, I don't care if you think the coronavirus is a conspiracy or doesn't exist. The bottom line is that people are getting sick, and you don't want to spread that to your family and friends and people that you love. So we're just going to go ahead and abide by that directive and continue to keep our social distancing. But for me, that's a little bit of a challenge because you may know I am a judge. Now, I'm a yogi and a judge. The yoga stuff, that was easy. I moved it online. But as a judge, I still have to come into court. I still have to be present for those who need access to justice. So I will be working pretty much every day, doing the best I can to not only bring that justice to people, but also stop in with you with the podcast, Here Comes the Judge, as well as our Dose of Positivity email that you can subscribe to by going to www.judgedawson.com. Don't miss that great opportunity to get your dose of positivity sent directly to your email. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to stop by to talk to you about seeking and finding joy in this time of turmoil, disappointment, and dismay. We have to be more vigilant now than we've ever been about making sure that we keep joy in our lives. And it's going to start at home, right? I mean, we're at home. You're at home either by yourself or with your family, but there are some things that you can do even while at home that can help you tap into the joy that's necessary for you to continue to be a positive person. Now, don't get me wrong. I know things will not be hunky-dory every single day. I mean, we're human. So we're going to be upset. We're going to be disappointed. But there are ways that we can find joy even in the midst of all that we're going through. So here are a couple of suggestions. And I'm going to probably come back and hit this again and update the list. But one thing we can do is decide within ourselves, how are we going to spend this time and make it productive? So with our limited situation, our limited circumstances, what can we do on the daily basis that will improve our lives from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and even from a spiritual standpoint? Is there something that you can do? Maybe it's beginning to write that book that you always said you were going to write. And even if you don't write the whole book, maybe just writing the first few paragraphs. Or maybe it's working out. There are many, many home workouts that you can do, or you can catch a million people online who are doing home workouts. Heck, I even have some of my Power Yoga Flow workouts established through the Judge Dawson Yoga link. I mean, there are many ways that you can move your body on the daily basis so that you can continue to energize yourself. Or spiritually, maybe it's time to reconnect with the Holy Spirit that's in you. You know, reconnect with your spiritual side so that you can go stronger when you go back out. Going hard when you go back out, right? And just achieving all your goals. But in order to do that, you have to build yourself up mentally and spiritually. So maybe it's time to work on those spiritual goals. And of course, it's always a good time to connect mentally with yourself and your family. And I know that can be frustrating because, hey, no one likes to be alone. No one likes to be locked in. But that's a good opportunity to rediscover the connections that you have either with yourself, your family, or your friends. So if it's yourself, maybe you're reading more. Maybe you're studying. And again, even on my website, I offer worksheets and programs and things you can do just to keep yourself and your mind sharpened. But maybe it's a favorite book or a book that you didn't get a chance to read, or maybe it's revisiting something or a book or a workbook or someone that inspired you a while ago. Maybe you'll catch up on all those TED Talks that you wanted to watch. So that's what you can do for yourself personally. And then what can you do relationally? Maybe you can rediscover the person that you are in quarantine with. There are many games that you can play that have just open-ended questions so that you can determine if you're in a situation that feeds your soul or one that eats at your soul, right? I mean, of course, maybe if you find out that your soul is being eaten at, there's nothing you can do while you're in quarantine, but at least you will have that information. So my point, I'm joking there. I don't want you to leave relationships, but my point is we can find joy in just rediscovering all those little things that bring us happiness on the daily basis, reconnecting with yourself mentally, reconnecting with your goals. There is a way to find joy even while you're in this unfortunate situation. So I just wanted to stop by and just leave you with that. Hopefully you are in a good space mentally. And if not, again, I have a couple of resources for you. Subscribe to my daily dose of positivity. You can get that. Or even just go to the website and there are tons of things there. It's www.judgedawson.com, and I will continue to do my best to motivate you and keep you inspired. And until we meet again, leaving you with those tunes that I made. I don't know if it was me or my daughter. We've been going back and forth battling on our music we've been making up. But that is my intro and my outro music. I will catch you soon. It is Judge Dawson, the Yogi Judge. And until I talk to you again, namaste.